Education lawyer claims teachers are turning to OnlyFans to supplement low salaries. What's up, everybody? Thanks for clicking this video. Thanks for tuning into my channel. My name's Simon Hill, Black American from Louisiana, filming this video out here in Budapest, Hungary. Now, you guys know that I've been traveling around the world, and I've been able to do that through my job as an online educator. I'm an English teacher, and I take my job very seriously as a teacher. So sometimes on my channel, I talk about educational related topics related to teachers or students or things happening in education. I'm actually going to university out here in Budapest starting next year to study sociology, and hopefully I can become a professor one day and make more money than what I make now. Because unfortunately, as a teacher, while this job has a lot of benefits such as easy hours, a lot of breaks and that sort of stuff, it comes with very low pay, as we all know. And unfortunately, the same applies to educators in the richest nation in the world. Yes, we have enough money for bombs, nuclear weapons, money for Ukraine, money for Zionist Israel, but we don't have enough money for our first grade, second grade, third grade, all the way up to even university professors are making ends meet by doing OnlyFans. So let's jump into this topic right here. Two teachers from the same Missouri high school recently resigned after it was discovered they both had OnlyFans accounts. This was written by Kendall Tietz for Fox News, published on December 21st, 2023. Here's the video of the young woman right here, and let's get into the story. So, Missouri teacher who resigned after school found out about her OnlyFans says she made close to $1 million. That's insane. The former Missouri teacher who resigned after school administrators found out about her OnlyFans account told Fox News Digital she made close to $1 million by selling adult content on the website. I don't recognize her face because sometimes I peruse the, how can I say this, corn sites for research purposes. Don't recognize her at all, but salute to her for making her money. I have no qualms or issues at all with women who want to go into sex work and that sort of stuff. And I understand that digital money can be a great way to supplement your income. Hell, that's why I run this YouTube channel. So I sympathize with her, but it shouldn't have to be that way. It shouldn't have to be where you have to get naked on the internet to make sure that you can keep a roof over your head. I'm going to jump into the story. Teachers and celebrities are turning to OnlyFans for the eye-popping sums of money that can be made, with many professionals ditching or losing their day jobs after employers found out about their side hustle. I don't think that's right for people to be fired for working in sex work, especially if they are making the content specifically for adults. It's not, in a place that's public and that sort of stuff. And on one hand, I can understand parents being concerned if a teacher is a sex worker or doing that sort of business to make money, but the onus is on our society and the schools and the country to make sure that teachers don't have to do that. Hell, I might start an OnlyFans. I might start an OnlyFans because I'm tired of this low pay that I'm getting. Let's jump in. So the platform in which customers pay for access to exclusive, often sexual content they won't find on other social media platforms has been a point of contention in the American cultural zeitgeist, with many labeling it degrading or taboo, while proponents argue it is a way for individuals to monetize online content. OnlyFans, which skyrocketed in popularity during the COVID-19 pandemic, features content ranging from nude images and pornographic videos to scantily clad women cooking and doing yoga and everything in between, right? There's a very funny movie from South Park. It just came out. It's called Cred. And in it, one of the teachers had an OnlyFans account, and it caused a big stir in the school. And when they found out how much the teacher was making, Stan's dad, one of the main characters' dad, starts an OnlyFans page, and then his mother starts an OnlyFans page, and a lot of people follow suit. It's pretty funny, and it's pretty real, though, that people are jumping into this sort of work just to try to make ends meet because inflation is going up, milk, bread, eggs, meat is becoming more expensive. So, hey, we're all going to eventually be naked online. Anyway, many teachers in particular have turned to the platform to supplement their income. Most recently, two teachers from the same high school in Missouri were placed on leave after district administrators found out they were operating personal OnlyFans accounts. Fox News Digital previously reported. The issue raised questions about personal freedoms and employment consequences, as well as the legal uncertainties surrounding termination based on involvement in the adult entertainment industry. I really wish the adult adult entertainment industry had their own lobby, because all the other major industries in the US have lobbying groups, meaning that they have people who are professional lawyers. They go up to DC and petition the politicians, take them out to fancy dinners, buy them champagne, and to make sure that their industries are protected. And us as ESL teachers, we need that too, honestly. All educators. Well, of course, there's a teachers union, but there needs to be a lobby group and a union for English teachers as well. But adult entertainers need the same thing because it is a multi-billion-dollar industry that has helped push American soft power. Most of media around the world comes from our country, and that also includes corn or porn, however you want to say it. And so, yeah, they need to be represented as well. But because of this big taboo around this industry, these workers can't be protected. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's important. Anyway, both teachers, Megan Gaither and Brianna Coppage, said they started selling racy content to pay off student loans. Coppage, who made $42,000 working as a teacher, told Fox News Digital in an interview that she's now among the platform's top creators, raking in nearly $1 million since she began the account over the summer. Gaither said she made an OnlyFans account to help pay off her $125,000 in student loans she owes. So this is Brianna Coppage right here, an English teacher, shout out to all my English teachers, at St. Clair High School, but resigned earlier in October after administrators placed her on leave following the discovery of her OnlyFans account. Now, I have to say, blonde, white woman probably, of course, is going to attract a lot of attention on OnlyFans and stuff like that. So, if I start an OnlyFans or many other creators who look like me start OnlyFans, we don't make nearly as much money. And this has been reflected often when we look at the pornographic industry. The top earners, the top stars, male and female, are mostly white, right? And I think there's a deeper topic to get in there, and I've been wanting to talk about pornography on this channel for a long time because I find the industry interesting, but also I find it reveals a lot of America's deep underbelly that we really don't want to talk about. So I think there's a lot of interesting things there, but I'll just say this. Brianna, as a person, probably is very intelligent, probably has a very good heart, but unfortunately we're trapped in American capitalism that forces us to do things that we don't want to do to take care of the bills, right? And some people are going to say, well, she should have got another job. Well, she should have picked up another side hustle, drive Uber or Lyft or something like that. But keep it real. If you're that privileged of a person, why don't you do that? If you are struggling with the bills or if you are having those sorts of issues, not everybody's going to make those sorts of decisions. People have the right to make the decisions that they want to do with their body, especially women. And I'm so sick of women being punished for using their bodies for financial gain. Meanwhile, men, we have the whole world open to us and we can sort of do whatever we want and there's no punishment for that. So it's not cool for women to be punished just because they're in the sex industry, because men don't get that same punishment. You feel me? So we need those double standards erased. I'm going to jump here. Last year, Arizona teacher Samantha Pierre resigned under pressure after students discovered her OnlyFans account, which prompted outrage from parents. I created content at the beginning of the summer in order to earn extra money on the side to help pay for the basic necessities that our salaries were no longer meeting, Pierre said at the time. Other similar instances include Kristen McDonald, a former special needs teaching assistant in Canada, who was fired from her job in June for refusing to take down her OnlyFans account after it was discovered by school administrators. So some people might say, if students find out that a teacher has an OnlyFans account, that they see her popping it open on the internet, putting all sorts of toys and things inside of her, it's going to cause a disturbance in the school, and it's going to make students not take the teacher seriously or not pay attention. I'm sympathetic towards more for the teachers because, number one, bias. I'm a teacher myself, and I remember those same types of arguments when they told us black kids growing up in Louisiana, hey, you can't come to school with braids or dreads or any other sorts of hairstyles because it's going to cause a distraction. Once again, I see so many similarities and comparisons when we look at how women are treated in our society and how, in general, black people are treated in our society. So I'm not for all that, it's going to cause a distraction or it's going to hurt people. If the students are watching pornography and talking about it, why isn't the school reprimanding them? If they are minors and that sort of thing, and the teacher is not creating content for minors that is specifically meant for adults online, why would you then turn the ire further the hate towards the teacher. The teacher wouldn't be doing that if you paid them a fair wage. An argument could be made: if you guys don't like me on YouTube, if you don't like what I have to say, all you have to do is donate to my channel a hella ton of money and I will disappear. If anybody sends me $100 super chat right now, I won't make a video for a week. Anybody sends me 1,000, I won't make a video for a month. Anybody sends me 10,000, I will not upload for an entire year. You get what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying I'm doing this for money, but I'm just giving a point. If I had more money, I could actually focus my time on other things that I want to do, not have to worry so much about paying the bills and grind so hard on this channel. The same way the teachers don't have to grind so hard on those dildos and those sex toys and and that sort of stuff just to pay the bills. You feel me? Let's go here. So Rita, I'm not going to pronounce that name, senior defense attorney at Oakview Law Group in California, spoke with Fox News Digital about the regulations in educational law and the legality of second jobs held by teachers, which she argued in favor of given their minimal salaries. She said there is not enough additional training, tuition, reimbursement, or professional development in teaching, which is why educators turn to OnlyFans as an option. It's disheartening to witness the backlash against teachers utilizing alternative income streams, such as Brianna Coppedge's and Megan Gaither's recent case, where she turned to OnlyFans to supplement her income. She said, "While I acknowledge the debate around the morality and district/school specific code of conduct violations of a teacher's presence on such platforms, I urge us to redirect the conversation to the systemic issues that force educators into such positions." So here's Kristen McDonald right here. I'll probably use her picture in the thumbnail. Shout out to Kristen. Shout out to all the women out here who are grinding as sex workers. We all know nobody would be on the internet doing half of the things that they wouldn't do if there wasn't money involved. And a part of me feels like the CIA, the FBI, the government in general wanted to prevent the first female president from arising from the ranks of the dispossessed, oppressed, feminine class of America. So they created OnlyFans. They created sexting. They created all the things that people will regret later on. For example, like this video, right? I might be disbarred from being president due to comments I made in my videos. And this woman could be the leader that could lead us into American prosperity for all. But unfortunately, she'll be blocked because people will not forget that she once bit an apple wearing a brassiere that had her titties up to her chin while she was grinding on some sex toy. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, a part of me feels like in our society, we need to destigmatize sex work, take away the taboo away from sex, because obviously people really don't care. The people who make these moral arguments that sex work is dirty and nasty, number one, are the number one consumers of it, because every year Pornhub and all the other major pornographic websites get more and more traffic, and they make more and more money. And on top of that, they actively vote for politicians like Donald Trump, who is a convicted rapist, talked about grabbing women by the pussy, all that sort of stuff. Y'all don't care about any of that. There are Democrats who still love Bill Clinton, even though he was getting sloppy toppy in the Oval Office. Nobody actually cares about sex scandals or or doing illicit things, as long as it's the person they like. You get what I'm saying? So we need to stop hanging this, banner over women's heads that they're sluts and whores or bad people for doing sex work, when we create a society that gives so many people, like your boy here and like this girl right here, no other option than to do these sorts of things to make money. That should be absolutely clear. So Kristen McDonald, the teaching assistant in School District 43, was fired after the district advised her to delete social media for Ava James, her OnlyFans persona that she maintains to make money on the side. And then they put her Instagram right here. Fox News is insane. This is the first time I've read a Fox article, and they are just hilarious. Anyway, while teachers are on average earning a modest salary, superintendents and school administrators are making nearly 10 times that amount, she added. The vast disparity is a testament to the misallocation of funds within our education system. While I personally understand concerns about educators being role models of good character, our focus should not be on penalizing teachers, but rather rectifying the foundational flaws in our education system, she added. As a special education lawyer, the woman whose name I cannot pronounce said, while it is oftentimes very district specific, the legality of the controversy of a teacher operating in OnlyFans is relatively black and white. It is a clear violation of school district's code of conduct. I would like to see the code of conduct. Does it say that you specifically can't make pornography or can't be naked? Because I think that violates the person's free speech. If a person is making art that some people might deem pornographic. For example, black and white silhouette portraits or something like that where they are nude. Is that pornography? Will that get a teacher fired? I would like to read the code of conduct, honestly. In my opinion, and it's not even debatable because we hold teachers to a higher standard because they're not only teaching academics, they're also teaching character and how to be a good citizen, she said. I understand there's those codes of conduct. I don't oppose it. It's clearly a contractual violation, but I wouldn't say it's illegal. She argued that across the board in the U.S., teachers don't make enough money, but admitted that the ethical dilemma of educators engaging in platforms like OnlyFans is a complex issue. So that's, I believe, no, here's more. I'm based in California. They can make anywhere from $30,000 a year to the high end of $60,000 a year. I think she's talking about teacher salaries a year if they have a higher degree. If they're more specialized, that's clearly not good enough for the cost of living. So, of course, they're going to supplement, she said. Now, how they supplement is their own moral compass, and I personally don't have a problem with OnlyFans, but I can see how the district will have a problem. She said administrators need to take a look at how district money is being allocated so teachers aren't forced to supplement their income to begin with. Teachers shouldn't be forced to seek additional income streams to afford necessary higher education degrees, a professional requisite, she added. Instead, let's address the root causes, elevate teacher salaries, invest in their ongoing education, and provide the necessary resources for them to excel in their noble profession. Amen. Amen, sister. All right, and that's the end of the article here. Now, before we wrap up, I just want to cover what are teacher salaries. What are the basics of teacher salaries? So let's go here. This is from a website called NEA.org, the State of Educator Pay in America. NEA's 2023 review quantifies teacher salary, education support, professional pay, and student spending in every state. This was published in April of this year. So here are the key takeaways. Average educator pay has failed to keep up with inflation. Teachers are making $3,644 less on average than they did 10 years ago, adjusted for inflation. Nearly 40% of all education support professionals working full-time in K through 12 schools earn less than $25,000 per year. That's definitely below the poverty line. That's definitely like hand to mouth status. That's definitely Section 8 housing if you're an educator. And that's insane. And I think it's even worse when we consider that many women work in these industries and we are systemically keeping women poor in America. Yet and still, we are surprised when a woman ends up on OnlyFans. When you systemically keep people poor, just like how America keeps black people poor, you're going to have disparate outcomes when it comes to crime and housing and educational attainment and that sort of stuff. And the same thing applies to women. The more poor you keep women, the more they're going to pop it open on OnlyFans and do stuff like this. And we want to shame them. But we don't have shame in ourselves as a society for keeping a whole section of our population poor. Our mothers, our sisters, our cousins, our aunts, we don't mind that women make so much less than men. I'm going to continue here. More than a third of all educational support professionals, K through 12 and higher education combined, working full time, earn less than $25,000 annually. I'm included in that group, man. I definitely barely scrape $25,000 a year. Teachers earn 25% more on average in states with collective bargaining, and school support staff earn 15% more. In addition, higher education faculty and unions earn about $4,000 more than non-union faculty in the same states. So, last numbers we'll look at, $42,844. Average starting salary, a 2.5% increase from the year prior. That's for 2023. And $67,745,000. Average public school teacher salary, a 2% increase from the previous year. I would love to make $66,000 a year, but I would have to be in Hungary for that to actually work. Because living in certain parts of Florida, New York, California, Chicago, All the major cities, $66,000 will barely have you scraping by, barely paying the rent, barely paying the car note, barely buying groceries. That should be a shame. If you're an educator, you should be able to live a good middle class income lifestyle without having to grind on sex toys. My name's Simon Hill. Thanks for watching. More content coming soon. Peace.